Nathan's combat class with Jason had turned dangerous. Nathan never backed out of a fight, but today was personal.
One day, I'll make your father my slave and piss on him.
And that was when Nathan lost his cool. Little did Nathan know, it was a fatal mistake.
Headmaster, stop the duel! Nathan, yield, please! I yield.
Not enough for me.
He especially cherished the love of his older sister. Regardless of Amelia's weak sword-fighting abilities, she had grown into a remarkably good healer under Sir Yara's tutelage. She was an incredibly strong woman. Her stubbornness and common sense made her a natural-born leader, and Nathan respected her for those reasons. But more than that, she was a fantastic older sister, always interested in how he was doing and trying to help him in any way that she could. When Ulrich was away on business, it was Amelia who took care of him. When Nathan had been gravely wounded, it was Amelia who sat by his side every minute of every day. Father was right. Amelia deserves to live a life without fear, a life where she is free to do whatever she wishes without the threat of danger. I swear to the heavens, I shall do my best to help her lead such a life. Nathan glanced up and saw the sadness in Ulrich's eyes. Don't worry, Father. House Hayfield will vanquish its enemies soon enough. Then Amelia will be free to do as she pleases, even marry and leave us, if that is her wish. Nathan knew that the royal matchmakers wouldn't take Amelia on as a client right now due to their family's lower status, but he also understood that Amelia wasn't the type to marry just anyone. Ulrich had learned his lesson when it came to trying to prod her into meeting with suitors. If anyone was going to consider Amelia's marriage prospects, it was going to be Amelia, and Nathan knew she would never think of such things while the family was in peril. Ulrich grinned at his son. You are right, my son. Together, we shall vanquish these threats, so that your sister will be free to think about such personal matters and not be so concerned with our survival. For the first time, Ulrich's confident words sounded sincere to Nathan's ears. He knew that his display of strength had reassured his father that they could take on whatever House Raven or House Clay threw at them. Now tell me, lad, be honest, what is your spiritual fighting level at? Ulrich eyed his son curiously as Nathan cleaned up their table. Nathan chuckled at his father's eager expression. I'm not exactly sure of the exact master level I've reached, but I can tell you this. You need not worry about the power of Lord Byram Clay, or even the High Lord Raven himself. I could probably take both on at the same time and still wind up on top. Unbelievable, my son. You never cease to amaze me. Where once I would have thought you overconfident, I see the truth behind your words. I was going to wait until the nobility examination, but I think it's time to give you something. What is it, Father? Wait here, one moment. I'll be back soon. Ulrich stood and stumbled out of the room, still tipsy from their revelry. Nathan sighed as he finished tidying up their table. His thoughts were on their many enemies and how he might vanquish them. Soon, his father's unbalanced footsteps grew louder once more. Nathan's eyes widened as Ulrich entered the room with a large item wrapped in a cloth behind his back. This is a gift my father entrusted to me when I first proved myself as a warrior, and it's something that I wish to give you now. You'll certainly need it for the days and months ahead. Go on, take it. Ulrich offered up the item, which Nathan unwrapped. Underneath the cloth was an old steel broadsword still in its scabbard. The Hayfield family crest was imprinted across the crossguard. Father, this is House Hayfield's ancestral sword, the one you hung beside the tapestry at home. I can't accept such a valuable gift. Nonsense, Nathan. It is your inheritance as much as it is mine. Unsheath it now, and see how it feels in your hands. Go on, and give it a swing. Slowly, Nathan unsheathed the sword. The blade had a simple design without many adornments, a simple tool for a simple job. Nathan swung the sword swiftly in the air, practicing his cuts and thrusts to his father's encouragement. My only demand is that I ask only that you use it to hunt down and slay the fiend that killed your mother. When the time comes, it should be this blade that does the deed. How does it feel, lad? It feels good, Father. It feels like vengeance. With a flick of his wrist, Nathan sliced clean through a small clay pot. Even after centuries, the blade was still sharp. Nathan smiled and knew that this sword would serve him well. As the night grew late, more patrons entered the restaurant, and Ulrich suggested they retire for the night. Together, they gently woke up Amelia and went back up to their rooms to sleep. Nathan lay awake in bed. All he could think about was the sword his father had given him, and what he would do with it. Restless, Nathan rose after only a few minutes and practiced with the sword, wielding it in precise arcs around his body as he fought imaginary enemies. Suddenly, his concentration broke as he heard raucous laughter and music coming from the restaurant below him. One voice in particular reached Nathan's ear, the voice of an enemy noble. Quietly, Nathan left his bedroom and snuck down the stairs. He hid against the doorway and listened in on the raucous shouting. "Ha ha ha ha! I heard that Nathan Hayfield's father ordered a feast here earlier, probably to eat his sorrows after such a lousy exam performance. Ha! What a weakling. Good to have such a wimp around, though. He'll make my son's poor performance look like a triumph. Ah, I'll miss poking fun at those fools. Mark my words, House Hayfield won't be around for much longer." Of course, of course. Come now, Golden Axe. Let's have a drink." Nathan poked his head around a corner and confirmed his suspicion. The tables were filled primarily with wealthy, noble families. At the center of them all sat Golden Axe, who sloshed down mead with a group of his cronies, power-hungry lords looking to gain favor with House Clay and thus gain status in the eyes of High Lord Raven. Nathan's hands turned into fists. He reached for his broadsword, but a hand shot out and stopped him. Nathan turned to see his father Ulrich on the steps beside him. Ulrich held a finger to his lips as Nathan slowly nodded. Ulrich motioned toward the second floor, and he whispered as Nathan followed him. "Don't let them get to you, Nathan. Those rumors mean nothing, and you'll have a bright future ahead of you as long as you choose your battles carefully. Remember, if you let them anger you, they've gotten what they wanted." Nathan sighed and looked up at his father. Despite his fury, he knew in his heart that his father was right. "You're right, Father. I am sorry." Plenty of great warriors had their lives cut short because of foolish words. Nathan composed himself and smiled at his father. "Don't worry about it, Nathan. Your time will come soon enough. Just don't fall for their provocations." Nathan nodded. "Understood. As usual, you know best. Besides, once they see what we're capable of, those power-hungry scoundrels will be kissing our feet and pledging their undying loyalty to our banner." Ulrich patted his son on the shoulder. "Exactly, my boy. It's good that you have such a thorough understanding of things at such a young age. Your talent is undeniable, and within a couple of years, House Hayfield shall be a well-known name across the realm."
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.